It's received praise from ATV enthusiasts from all over. Mill Creek Multi-Use Trail, southeast of Fayetteville near Combs in the Ozark National Forest. And it's where we'll begin this week's show. And then we'll take you to the Gunner Pool and Barkshed recreation areas not too far from Mountain View. And the next stop will be the Cache River National Wildlife Refuge, where, if you recall, the Ivory-Billed Woodpecker was rediscovered back in '04. And then we'll close it out along the Koen Interpretive Nature Trail just north of Jasper. So now let's hit the trail here at Mill Creek. You don't have to be a four-wheeler enthusiast to enjoy this trail. You can come out on your two-wheeler as well, like Bill Eddy of Fayetteville.
I've been riding out here since the late 70s. This trail system has developed a lot in the last few years. The Razorback Riders Motorcycle Club, in conjunction with the U.S. Forest Service, have marked the trails, made a lot of improvements on the trails. The trails here are really nice. There's some rugged spots, there's some rocky places, there's some really beautiful scenery, deer and wildlife. I've been to several trail systems. I like White Rock as well as any place I've ever been. This trail system is not all that large, but it offers a lot of variety, a lot of elevation change, a lot of challenging places. I've ridden in Colorado, I've ridden in Texas, I've ridden a lot of places in the country. The riding here is, like I said, as good as any place in the country, I think.
And it's a unique way to see the backcountry of the Ozarks.
It's nice to be able to come out, to get on the trail, have the trail be marked, knowing that you can make a loop and end up in the same place you started, and that's important.
And you could go the whole, 27 miles or as short as you want to go, I guess.
The main loop is 28 miles, I believe, the marked with the blue diamonds. We call it the Blue Loop. It's a great trail, and there's some other smaller trails that go off of it. It's a place that you can ride all day long and just have a great time.
And of course, multi-use, meaning ATVs, mountain bikes, horses, plain old hiking, and dirt biking.
Yes, motorcycles, ATVs, everybody's welcome. And it's a good area for all of those uses.
By whichever means you decide to utilize Mill Creek Trail, you'll be enjoying some of the most remote areas of the Ozark National Forest, featuring spectacular mountainous terrain, scenic views, lush upland hardwood forests, and clear mountain streams. Off-road vehicle use has become a favorite form of recreation in our national forests and is increasing in popularity year after year. But along with that is also the problem of wear and tear that these vehicles can cause on the land. That's why the U.S. Forest Service stresses to stay on designated trails and to tread lightly, because the impression you leave lasts a lifetime. Since many of the trees are right alongside the edge of the trail, they can sneak up on you when you least expect it. The Mill Creek Multi-Use Trail. If you can avoid the trees, it is well worth the drive out here to take a ride. North Sylamore Creek, which flows along northwest of Mountain View in the Ozark National Forest. This is one of those picture postcard perfect Ozark settings. We're here at the Gunner Pool Recreation Area, which is located north of the town of 56 along Gunner Pool Road. This really is an ideal setting to get away from it all with minimal crowds, unlike often at times what you may encounter at many of the state parks, especially in the summertime. Located within the heart of the Ozarks, North Sylamore Creek is a federally designated wild and scenic river. If you like a little elbow room while camping, then this is the ideal location. There are 27 campsites situated between Gunner Pool itself and the North Sylamore Creek swimming area. And whichever site you choose to take a dip in, you can't go wrong. The creek setting offers high, picturesque bluffs that add to your swimming hole pleasure. But it's not just the swimming. Kids also enjoy exploring all along the base of the bluff line. Probably, though, the least crowded area for swimming is Gunner Pool. Come here during the week, and you can even enjoy a rope swing all to yourself. A short path at the other end will lead you down to the spillway. But if you still want more elbow room and even fewer people, there's Barkshed camping area up the creek from Gunner Pool by way of the North Sylamore Creek Trail access. Or you can just drive the 6 miles or so to get there. At Barkshed, we're talking really primitive camping away from it all. There are only a handful of camping sites available here, 1 separate family unit and 4 that are together nearby a shelter, which I'd say would make the perfect spot for a small family reunion. And here as well, North Sylamore Creek offers places to go and cool off. So whether you choose the Gunner Pool Recreation Area or Barkshed, you'll enjoy a wilderness camping experience the way it was meant to be, away from everybody and everything. Really and truly getting back to nature and rejuvenating oneself.
Fellas fishing back here, trying to catch some crappie and bass and maybe a few catfish and so forth. These lakes are really known for crappie.
Yeah.
Really good crappie lakes. They get flooding from the White River. We're really close to the White River. In fact, this is an old oxbow from the White River. The White River used to flow through here.
Joining up with wildlife biologist Richard Crossett of Cache River National Wildlife Refuge, we ventured out into what the locals refer to as Biscoe Bottoms in the south area of the refuge between Biscoe and Clarendon. It was in this refuge that the once thought extinct Ivory-Billed Woodpecker was rediscovered in '04. The last time it was seen was in 1944 in Louisiana.
It was spotted on BioDeview itself back in 2004. It's been spotted numerous times since then. We don't have that real good picture like we want, but a number of good sightings from good biologists and so forth, and sightings from the general public, and we're no longer searching it for it anymore. We stopped our search about a year or so ago. Cornell stopped searching about 2 years ago, and there was a small search about a year ago, but as far as that picture that we're hoping for, the ivory bill, we haven't gotten it yet.
It's a very elusive bird, I understand.
Yes, very, very elusive. They're just hard to find. We've done all sorts of surveys, conducted all sorts of surveys, had all sorts of assistance from different private organizations and public organizations, and some good sounds from them, and some few spottings here and there, but that picture that we've been hoping for, just don't have it.
You would think a bird that's 20-some inches long would be kind of not that difficult to spot, but
that's a good point, and I'm not quite sure why we haven't gotten that picture. Some people say, well, it's maybe just one or two birds that are kind of nomad, kind of flying back and forth to different areas. But there's definitely not a whole lot of birds, and it's been hard to get that picture.
The Cache River Refuge contains a variety of wetlands, including some of the most intact and least disturbed bottomland hardwood forest in the Mississippi Valley region, which is why they're referred to as wetlands of international importance.
This holds the most wintering mallards of any place in North America. We may have 500,000 mallards in this general area during the winter time, all in the forested areas and wetlands areas and so forth. So that's why it's called an area of international importance. There's only a few in the country that are that. Most of them are out of the country.
The long-term goal of the refuge is a reforestation plan to provide a hardwood corridor the entire length of the acquisition boundary distance of 70 air miles.
Here again, we're about 70,000 acres. Our acquisition boundary is about 187,000 acres. And any area inside that we can buy from willing purchasers of land and so forth, or sellers of land. Right now, we have quite a few people that like to sell us the land, but we don't have money, and most of our money comes from the Congress. We have other grants that we can get to purchase land, but most of it comes directly from Congress. But yeah, every time we buy parcels, particularly if it's ag area, we'd like to make that reforest. We'd like to reforest the areas to make a bigger blocks, bigger habitat blocks of bottomland hardwood forest, which are great for waterfowl, breeding birds, forest breeding birds, deer, bears, and turkeys, and so forth. So we like those large blocks of habitat.
So maybe when all of the reforestation is completed, the ivory-billed woodpecker will then hopefully return once again. Many times while exploring Arkansas, the places we wind up going takes quite a bit of an effort to get in and out of. But with the exception of this trail, the Koen Interpretive Trail just north of Jasper in the Ozark National Forest. This is one of the places that you can easily take a wheelchair or a mobility power scooter. And joining us is Sarah Davis with the U.S. Forest Service, who will be guiding us along. To get to this trail, go 3 miles north of Jasper on Highway 7, then turn left on County Road 79. After 4/10 of a mile at the Interpretive Trail sign, turn right and go 200 yards down the Forest Service Road to the parking lot on the left. This puts you at the trailhead and in the middle of the Henry Koen Experimental Forest, which was established in 1950 to develop scientific principles needed to sustain and enhance southern forest ecosystems and the benefits they provide. Henry Koen, by the way, was an early supervisor of the Ozark National Forest. He's known as the father of forestry, receiving his first appointment in 1913 as a forest ranger. He was working when the first forest road was built, and to many of the men who worked for the Forest Service, Koen was known simply as Uncle Henry. He retired in 1943. This Interpretive Nature Trail was constructed in 1985. Originally conceived as a fitness trail, the concept was changed to interpretive when the location was found to contain plants of non-native species dating back to the 50s and many species of native trees. Throughout the years, various upgrades have been done to this quarter-mile-long loop trail.
The surface is hardened. They've made a surface of mixed concrete, gravel, and soil. So it is a hardened surface. It also has a gentle slope to it, real easy, about a quarter of a mile of main trail. And if you take the spur trails into account, it's almost a half a mile. The gentle slope of the trail, you can see different tree species. They have signs that were made that explain what tree you're looking at throughout the trail. The quiet area, you can observe different bird species. There's a wildlife pond right off the trail where you can hear frog species.
There's woodpeckers here, songbirds.
Woodpeckers and songbirds and different wildflowers. Of course, throughout the year you'll have different ones blooming, so you'll have to come at different times of the year.
Now, even though it's not officially barrier-free accessible, but it's by the looks of it, you know, those who have power scooters or wheelchairs, it's pretty much is accessible in that manner.
Yes, I think most everyone would be able to use it. We also have picnic tables, and there are ramps that will allow you to get up to the picnic table and access the table.
What is your favorite part of the trail?
Well, I really like songbirds. That's one of my favorites. It's a really quiet place. So it's easy to come in the morning when the songbirds are active and hear a lot of variety. I'm also into the botanicals, you know, the different tree species. There's native and non-native here. Because of the experimental forest, they planted some non-native species, such as tulip poplar, loblolly pine, which don't traditionally grow here, but were planted here for some reason. You can see species of those.
And these over here by the picnic area are rather interesting. What's that all about?
Yes, those are American chestnut mix with Chinese chestnut, I believe. They are trying to find a blight-resistant chestnut. And so these are some of the experimental seedlings.
In a recent survey, it was discovered that visitors from around the world have in one way or another learned about this trail and came to enjoy its benefits. There is a lot to enjoy here, with plenty of photo ops, from plants to to wildflowers, to living creatures, and everything else in between. And the best part of the Henry Koen Interpretive Nature Trail, it is accessible to anyone. So take a walk for yourself along the Koen Interpretive Nature Trail just north of Jasper in the Ozark National Forest. You'll be surprised at what you can find here. And for more on this destination, plus many of our others, and to read my blog or to order a copy of an episode, visit our website, aetn.org/exploringarkansas. And we'll see you again the next time for another exciting adventure on Exploring Arkansas.